Good morning, folks. Ari here from Direct Auto Outlet in Fair Oaks, California. I got yet another one of my personal vehicles for sale. This is becoming a bit of a habit. I am a car collector, if you haven't noticed from my last several videos, and I have several vehicles in my own personal stash. This particular one is a 2005 Ford Mustang GT modified by Roush. This is a stage 1 Roush. I've owned this vehicle for about 6 years, just about. I've stored it in a climate-controlled, heated and air-conditioned warehouse. And I've started it once a month for the last several years. Started it once a month, driven it around the warehouse, parked it back, kept the juices flowing, and regardless of how little miles I place on it, I've changed the oil once a year. I actually daily drove this vehicle for a while until the passing of the seasons, until we got into winter. And I have to say, in the winter, it's not the most brilliant vehicle to drive. It's just got a lot of power. It's rear-wheel drive. The rear end gets a little squirrely on you when conditions are wet. So it's a great summer vehicle, spring vehicle, fall vehicle. I wouldn't recommend daily driving it in the winter. You just might get yourself into a little bit of trouble. But that's just the way these are engineered, and that's why there's so many YouTube videos showing Ford Mustangs spinning out and getting into wrecks. Didn't want to do that to the car. This is a one-owner vehicle with a clean Carfax vehicle history report, showing no accidents and no damage since brand new. I've upgraded the headlights to HID bi-xenon bulbs. I forget if they're 5500 color or 6000 color. It's just going to be a diamond white. Did the same thing with the fog lights down below over here, and they add a ton of light in front of you when you are driving at night. It was such a huge upgrade over stock. And folks, if you want these other lights that are in the grille to turn on, all you got to do is flip a little switch on the interior of the vehicle, found right over here, and it'll transition you from the fog lights down below. It'll turn these off, and then it'll turn these ones on over here. I don't really know where one would be more beneficial than the other. Maybe the one in the grill in foggy conditions, because it's got a more of a yellow light. But yeah, vehicle is absolutely brilliant. It's wearing its original Roush chrome wheels. No rusting on the chrome, no corrosion, no curb marks. This is just how the vehicle came from the factory after it was modified by Roush. These are typically modified before they're sold to the first owner, so this is typically how you get them from Ford. They're modified before the owner takes delivery. One of the best looking vehicles, bar none, on the road. You also have the sequential turn signal lights, which again is another signature of Ford Mustang. This beautiful wing, folks, I'm typically not a big fan of large spoilers and wings, but it just looks so good on this vehicle, along with the ground effects, the wheels, the rocker panels, the bumpers, the exhaust pipes. Speaking of exhaust, just listen to that exhaust tone. I'll rev it for you as well in just a few moments, but just listen to that. Isn't that a sound we're gonna miss when everything is transitioning into turbocharged 6 cylinders and 4 cylinders. I'm gonna go ahead and set the phone down over here and rev the engine a couple times. Just such a brilliant sound. I absolutely love it. Now, taking a look at the interior of the vehicle, you'll be equally impressed. Two-tone seats with minimal signs of wear and tear. You got the blue inserts on the leather here, black on the sides. Try to get rid of that shadow. Leather-wrapped steering wheel, door panels in brilliant shape. You got your Roush Performance floor mats, metal pedals, Roush handle, embroidered Jack Roush in the back sides of the seat. Rear seat space does leave a little bit to be desired. The rear seat space on these are not great. You know, in a pinch you can get out of a bind, but otherwise not really too usable. You also have some power settings over here too. Getting inside the vehicle, you'll notice that the vehicle has an upgraded Pioneer stereo system. Touchscreen, Bluetooth enabled. Very clean inside and out. 2 cup holders over here. 121,216 miles. I'll also do a demonstration of the start. This is your key. This is your key fob. You have lock, unlock, panic, and trunk. Starting the engine, just put the clutch in, turn the key, and there you have it. Dashboard is free of any cracks or rips. This is a non-smoker vehicle. Headliner in beautiful condition. Map light and dome lights all work. The stereo system in this vehicle sounds great. You can just see how humongous this speaker is over here. It just gives you tons of depth and great sound in this vehicle. One of the best stock sound systems in a sports car, especially for the era. And what do we have here? Could that be a functional hood scoop? Absolutely gorgeous. Let's go ahead and take a look in the trunk, and while we're here, we'll go ahead and pop the hood as well. Trunk space is not bad for a sports car. It's not huge, but you do have a, looks like a 50-50 fold-down seating arrangement in the back. This gives you a little bit of an idea of how large this wing is, but again, it doesn't look gaudy, it doesn't look awful. Actually, it looks real nice. Flipping over on the passenger side, much of the same theme throughout. Your Roush over here. 2-tone leather seats. Getting in the rear is quite easy. You just pull on this lever right over there. 2-tone rear seats as well. I'm typically not a big fan of 2-tone seats, but in this vehicle it does look kind of nice, especially when you have the blue stripe going down the center of the car as well. Glove compartment here houses your books and manuals, as well as your remote control for your stereo system. Door panels again in great shape. I'll go ahead and take a look underneath the hood. Hood is held up with 2 struts right on the base. This vehicle from the factory came with a hood rod, which is actually what would have clipped onto there. But looks like that has been upgraded as well, which is kind of nice. Folks, everywhere on this vehicle you see evidence of dealer maintenance, down to the battery. It's a Motorcraft battery, down to even the windshield wipers, Motorcraft windshield wipers. That's what you find in a dealer maintained vehicle. Here, folks, is your functional hood scoop. Under the hood here, it's clean. I've actually never washed it. This is just how brilliant it has been since I've gotten it. In the 8 years I have owned it, I have never washed this engine. I've never cleaned it. As a matter of fact, I haven't detailed the car on the outside either. All I did was just wash it and just dry it, put some shine on the tires. This is just how clean it is. Under hood heat pad is also in place and in brilliant condition. Folks, if you are in the market for a Roush, a couple of things you want to make sure, a couple of stickers you want to make sure you see. First of which is this sticker that's going to be on every Roush vehicle. And then on the opposite side, the passenger door jamb, you're going to find an additional speaker, or sticker rather, and it's going to be your serial number, which you can actually use online on the Roush website to look up the authenticity of your Roush vehicle. Folks, again, this is a stage 1, so most of the factory modifications done by Roush are more so cosmetic than anything else. Wheel, spoiler, body kit, window shade, bumpers, lights, cluster, interior, shifter. But there are some subtle differences and a little bit more power in these, you know, just because of the air intake system, the exhaust, but no supercharger on these. Vehicle does have a short shifter as well, that's part of it. It'll perform a little bit faster and better than a stock Mustang GT, but this vehicle sure looks pretty while doing it. Folks, if you enjoyed this video, please do go ahead and give us a big old thumbs up, like our video. We really are concentrating on growing our YouTube video, our YouTube channel, and we cannot do it without your help. So please like and subscribe, and then hit the bell notification icon to be reminded of all of our future videos. And speaking of future videos, I'll be doing a complete test drive video of this vehicle in just a moment, as soon as I wrap this video up, where I'll be getting it on the road, putting it through its paces, and taking you along with us for the ride, so that you can see and hear everything that we see and hear. So make sure you join us for that. And if you have any additional questions, concerns, or comments, you want to speak to a live person, give me a call. You get me by dialing area code 916-765-7575. Or find us 24/7, 365 days a year on our website at directautooutlet.com. Nationwide, affordable transport and delivery services are available. Trade-ins are welcome, and extended warranties are also available. Folks, I do want to take this opportunity to thank you for joining us and investing your valuable time sticking with us throughout the entirety of this video. I certainly do hope to have the opportunity to see and interact with each and every one of you in the near future. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.